Right, we are back with some quick math. It is holiday and I'm out, so just mind any noise in the background. But I did say I was going to make you a video solving this question, so let's deal with it quickly. Right, so this is your analytical question. We have a circle over there in the diagram. The circle has the equation, so we have the equation over here. Um, dB is a diameter, right? Diameter. So diameter goes from the one point to from the circle all the way through the other point, going through the center from the one point on the circumference through the center to the other point on the circumference. Great. A is the center, right? That's nice. DE is a tangent, right? So this is a tangent. We know certain things because it's a tangent. We know tangent is perpendicular to radius, and all of our Euclidean things, those apply. They give us the coordinate D. They give us angle DE, DC, EDC over there. Okay. They tell us that the angle of inclination of AD and BC is theta and A respectively. Respectively just means in that order. So first AD, that's theta, BC, that's alpha. Okay, so that just tells me AD creates theta and BC creates alpha. Okay, and then they tell us BC is on the circumference. Let's get into the question. It's always important to read the question. The majority of the time they will give you all the information on the picture, but if something's not on the picture, then you're going to need to read the description, so make sure you do read through that. Okay, the first part of the question: determine the center of the circle. Right, so let's go back to this part, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to just write it down here at the bottom quickly. So we've got x plus 1, and that is squared, right? And then there's a plus, and then there's a y minus 2, and that is squared, and all of this is equal to 25. All right, great. Let's just maybe write this a little bit nicer. That is a x. Right, so the general equation of our circles, we know it is in the form a minus, well, x minus a squared plus y minus b, y minus b squared equals r squared. Okay, so that's the general equation of our circle. And when it is in this form, then we know certain things, right? We know that the a value and the b value, they together give us the coordinate of our center, right? A and b, and then we know this value over here, r, is our radius. R is our radius. Now the value that goes into the equation is going to be r squared, but the r value itself is our radius. Okay, so when we look at this equation over here, we see that there's a x and a minus something, and there's a y minus something in our brackets. Alright, so when we look at this equation here, let's just highlight this one. When you look at this, we see a plus, right? Let's discuss quickly why we see a plus. The reason we see a plus is because, in fact, inside that bracket there's a x minus minus 1, right? That's inside your first bracket, plus y minus 2 equals, so this needs to be squared, equals to your 25. Right, so now there is a minus. We need a minus because there's a minus in our equations, and because the minus is there, it is easy for us to identify what is going to be your coordinates of your center. Right, so what was our first question over there? The coordinate of a, which is the center of the circle. So now it's easy for us to identify that a is minus 1 and the positive 2 over there. Great, that's the first part of the question. Yeah, let's stop it here. The next video we'll find b.